Hi everyone, welcome to this lecture. So in this lecture, we will compare ridge and lasso regularization. We can also say that we are comparing ridge and lasso regression. So the words regression and regularization can be used interchangeably both for ridge and lasso. So these are the mathematical equation. We know that we apply ridge regression if the data has high correlation and noise. In that case, we employ the square penalty on the weights. We do not remove any feature in case of ridge regression. Basically, we want equal contribution from all the features. On the other hand, we apply lasso regression if there are multi-collinear features in the dataset. In that case, the penalty is the absolute penalty on the weights. So when we apply absolute penalty, in that case, few of the weights or few of the coefficients become zero. Thus, we get the sparse model or simplified model when we apply lasso regression. So here is the another explanation where we can compare ridge and lasso. So these are the figures of ridge regularization and lasso regularization. So we can see that on the x-axis or on the horizontal axis, we have weights, and on the vertical axis, we have regularization terms. So when the weights are high, when we are here, so when the weights are high, the penalty is more. We can see that this has high slope. So the penalty is more and it tends to drop the weights very fast towards zero. On the other hand, when the weights are small, the slope is less. That's why it is not necessary that the small weights gets to a zero value. That happening in case of ridge regression. Because if the weights are small, that is if the value of weight is 0.1, by taking the square of 0.1, we will get 0.01, which is not exactly equals to 0, but close to 0. So in ridge regression, when the weights are high, the penalty is more. And when the weights are low, then penalty is less. So when we are in lasso regularization, the slope is same everywhere. If you can see, the slope is same everywhere. It means that penalty is same for every value of weights. So what happens if the weights are low? In that case, if the weights are low, then they will get to zero very instantly. So therefore, we will get the sparse model or simple model in case of regular regularization or lasso regularization. So we can see that in ridge regulation, we keep all the features, whereas in lasso regularization, some of the weights becomes zero. Therefore, we get a sparse or simple form of the model. So in this lecture, we compare the performance of ridge and lasso regularization. I hope you understood this lecture. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next lecture.